Hello everybody, welcome, thanks for joining me. I'm wearing a scarf, which can mean only one of three things. Today it means we're talking about Last Christmas, released by WHAM December 3rd, 1984, written and performed by George Michael. This song has been covered many times over the years, different keys, different tempos, different treatments. Today I'm going to show you Last Christmas in different keys, with bar chords, without bar chords, with capo, without capo. Good news is it's a 4-chord song. It's 1 chord progression, goes around and around. Those chords are 1, 6, 2, 5, just a little bit of theory today. That's the 1st chord of the key, the 6th chord of the key, the 2nd chord, and the 5th chord. So we're going to go from very basic versions of it to a little fancier ones, and you can mix and match or do the fanciest or make up your own stuff. It's up to you. It's your Christmas experience. If you listen to the original recording and you try to figure out the key, it's actually somewhere between D flat and D. And this often happens back when they were using 2-inch tape. Either inadvertently it got pulled faster or slower, probably faster, or they intentionally speeded it up. I have a feeling this song was probably sped up from the key of C. If you listen really closely, the voice, it's not in chipmunk territory, but it does have a little bit of a sped up quality to it. If you listen to George Michael's live version from 2006 of this, he is in the key of C. Now that's, 30 years or 20 years after he recorded it, so he might have been bringing his key down, but it might be the original key. It's been done in F by the Glee cast and Taylor Swift. It's been done in D by Miley Cyrus, and a really nice version by an artist called Billy Piper in 2013. It's been done in C by the Backstreet Men, or boys, or dads, or whatever they're called now. So if we're playing it in D, it can go like this. Really straightforward. I'm going to play it with 8th notes with some palm muting. So if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, each chord, there's 4 chords, each one of those chords gets 2 measures each. You'll notice that the way I played the B minor was as a bar chord, and you can do that. You can also play it like this and get a little B minor 7 out of it, and B minor 11 out of it that way. At the top of the video, I was playing it in C, and I was adding some moving voices to it, but here's the basic chords if you're playing it in C. C for 2 measures, A minor for 2 measures, D minor for 2 measures, G for 2 measures. Again, no bar chords. G, E minor, A minor, D. Now, if you want to play it in the Taylor Swift Glee cast key of F, you're probably going to have to deal with some bar chords or some chords that use like a half a bar, like F. Now, you don't have to do that. There are ways to play any chord that don't involve bar chords. But if we want to get that, especially when we're playing alone, we want to get a little bit of bass note in there, sometimes we kind of have to do that. But let's say even if I play this F, then my D minor is this. Now this F is going to require me to have first finger across 2 notes. So if you're new to guitar playing, that can be a little troublesome. Our D minor chord. Now here's where you're going to probably have a bar chord. Your G minor, and then back to an open chord, C. We can put the capo at the 5th fret. We can use the chords that we used for C. It will look like C. We can do the C shape, A minor, or we take this finger off, A minor 7, D minor, and then G, maybe G sus. If we want to continue to move the key around, and let's say we like those the sound of those chords, we just like to play the shapes that we associate with G, we can put the capo, let's say at the 3rd fret. If I do that, I'm actually playing in the key of B flat. Like if there was a pianist there and they wanted to play along with me, they'd have to play in B flat. So that gives me a B flat, looks like a G shape, an E minor, looks like an E minor shape, an A minor or an A minor 7. I just played A minor 7, A minor. It's actually a C minor. And then it looks like a D shape, but is actually an F. Now you can take your capo and you can move that around. If I put that capo at the 5th fret and I use those G chord shapes, well, then I would be playing in C. If I wanted to put it at the 10th fret, it gets kind of crazy high, but I could be playing in F. I'd be playing in the Taylor Swift Glee Club key. By the way, I recommend retuning your guitar when you put a capo on it. This song also works really great when you start to extend the chords. One thing that happens in the original song is there's some voices moving around. He's not just playing straight D chord. Almost every version of Last Christmas has embraced the idea of voices moving, and it's not always the same ones. If I go back to D, no capo, I can so I can do that with the D. It's a pretty common guitar move. D, D sus 2, D sus 4, or even, just have to be careful when you're singing that you're not creating clashes with what's happening with those voice movements. For the sake of the length of this video, I'm not going to go through every possibility in how these voices can move. I'll let you be creative with it. Essentially what we're doing, whether it's with the capo or without the capo, is we're dealing with chords that are, in an open position. We can use some of the open strings. The capo meaning, like, even though that's not technically open, if my capo is on the 3rd fret, that 3rd fret has a sound of being open now. Now go to the B minor. I'm not going to use the bar chord version. Now the E minor, and then the A sus, A sus 2. So that's one possibility. So even if you're using the capo, you can do exactly that same thing, move those voices around and get some nice things happening. At the top of the video, I was playing in C and I was doing this and I was getting kind of that rhythmic element of the original. So when I'm playing solo acoustic guitar, and especially when I'm accompanying myself and I'm singing, I like to try to do things that keep the guitar part interesting. I like to maybe listen to the original song and give a hint sometimes of what might be happening in the arrangement, even though I'm just one guitar and I'm not the full band. So at the top of the song we have a little intro. We can try to keep the voice moving, get that melody idea happening. Now I am doing 8th notes. I'm kind of in the spirit of the original. Dum, 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 right? You could do downs and ups. At whatever rhythm you want to make up that you felt was working. This song starts with the intro, goes right to a chorus, so maybe you keep that energy up. Right, I'm doing down and up strums, catching those moving voices. And then when I get to the verse, maybe I bring that energy down and I could do something like this. Get rid of the moving voices. I'm just palm muting. keeping my chords basic. Playing the bottom 2, maybe 3 notes of the chord. Maybe you bring it way down and do a little arpeggiation. Or maybe you fill it in a little more. Maybe it's constant. Just some ideas. So the idea would be to try to make your verses distinct from your choruses, distinct from that instrumental section. If you wanted to put that in there, maybe you're playing this live in a bar or at a holiday event, and you put a looper pedal on and you play that bell melody over top, or add a second guitar part to it. Anyway, the possibilities are creative with the capos, without the capos, with the bar chords, with the extended chords, with the open chords, with all the things you can do rhythmically, and I hope you'll explore that and mix and match and have a good time with it. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a good time being creative and entertaining your friends and family throughout the holiday season with Last Christmas. The song you're listening to is actually called Let Every Day Be Christmas. It's a song I wrote for a Christmas concert. I think it was about 2000, maybe 2001. In 2006, I was asked to record it for an internet radio station that was doing a holiday program. Then in 2009, I decided to shoot a music video for it, and as luck would have it, it snowed on the day that I shot that video, so it was amazing. This year I am updating that music video and making more of a West Coast contemporary version of the video. Hopefully it's done by the time you see this video, and I hope you'll check that out. Have a great Christmas, great holiday season, great New Year. We will see you in the New Year, and of course we'll see you in the next video.
Shine, shine your light, and let every day be like Christmas time.